Hello Brandon, this is Farrah Cox, candidate for mayor. In this video I would like to give you an idea of what you could expect from City Hall and city services if I were your mayor. In regards to the Community Development Department and ordinance enforcement, I would work with that department to make sure that our ordinances are enforced often, regularly, and fairly. It is not fair for the ordinances to be enforced here and there, certain ordinances enforced, others not enforced. I know certain situations where one homeowner has received a notice for violation of an ordinance when someone right down the street from them or even their neighbor was doing the same thing and they were not cited for the same ordinance infraction. So it's only fair that if we're going to have our ordinances, we enforce them regularly and fairly. In regards to our Public Works Department, I will work with that department to make sure that the water meters are read regularly so we can have as consistent and regular water bills as possible. For those of you who experience spikes in your water bill that are not explained by a pool or watering of the yard in summertime and things like that, we will work with you to help identify the problem and resolve the bill as soon as possible and not continue to put you off and put the burden on you. Also, that department is responsible for our roads, our city roads, not our state highways like Highway 80 and Highway 18. I'll work with that department to make sure we're taking a proactive approach to pothole repair and to finish our overlay of the roads that were scheduled to be repaved that was released a few months ago, but none have been touched recently. We will be proactive in that response and try not to be reactive and therefore being aggressive about keeping our roads in good condition and smooth riding surface. Also in that department we could fall into ditch maintenance. There are several areas and not just in Crossgates but in Brandon as a whole that have nature areas or creeks that run alongside subdivisions, and then some that have drainage ditches to the city public works and the gutter runoff that goes behind houses, and there are concrete ditches that are for those reasons. And we need to make sure that those areas stay cleaned out so that we don't experience flash flooding and heavy rain events. Also help with keeping the grass mowed back behind people's fences in that no man land. In Crossgates where we had the nature areas and the creeks, we would work with the developer to provide regular maintenance of those areas, especially with these old rotting trees that tend to fall in storms or just because of age and rot, and then fall into people's houses, well, hopefully not their houses, but certainly on their fences and cause damage to their personal property. We need to address those situations and provide regular maintenance for that, and also with the ditch that run along in Crossgates, keeping them cleaned out, providing for erosion control and various litter that collects in those ditches. That's not good for our environment. From your mayor's office, you can expect regular communication. I would be accessible as your mayor by phone, by email. Also, I would plan to have a regular column in the Rankin County News and in the Weekly Leader, letting you know what I'm working on as your mayor and what kind of things I'd like to see or projects I have going on, the progress of those things that are going on in the city, giving you regular status updates and things of that nature. As far as some things I'd like to see happen for our city that are not going on right now, there's a couple of areas over on the west side of town in the Crossgates area that I would like for the city to try to obtain and develop into parks for that side of town. I would also like to see the city have regular community events, not just for little kids, not just for the seniors, but for everyone. I believe that we can have regular community events that you can look forward to and plan for that will be of little or no cost to the city and be of interest to a wide variety of ages, and bring us together and enhance our community spirit that we used to be so known for, that I feel like maybe has gotten a little watered down in recent times as we have looked forward to our future in 10 to 20 years from now and not focused as much on our current situations. For example, we don't have Brandon Day anymore and things like that. We can do things. We have the space. We could have regular festivals. We could have a regular farmers market. We could have regular downtown events. Just things like that I have in my mind that I would work aggressively as your mayor when I first come into office, not a year or two down the road, but would try to enhance and bring them to the city as soon as possible after election. So again, this was just a little short video just to kind of give you an idea of what you could expect from your city services with me as your mayor. And I would encourage you please to go vote on Tuesday, May 2nd at City Hall. Your vote is very much needed and very much appreciated. Thank you.